Uh, Hello, everyone. Um, I'm delighted to welcome you today for this webinar dedicated to the K-beauty testing trends. As you know, maybe after each show, we are attending with we are testing by Skinobs. We are thrilled to share with you what are the main trends and what animates the testing field. And it was a real pleasure to discover what's going on in Korea. And as you know, Korea is really has really a main influence in the world of beauty worldwide, spreading all their innovation around the world. So today, I'm really thrilled to welcome Iris from Asia Cosme Lab and Paulina from GBA Group, giving you some insight about evaluation, about K-beauty trends. And then finally, I will present you my vision of the Korean testing trends and share with you the main information. So let's start with Iris. Iris will present the K-beauty science. Iris, I'll let you the same.
Hey, great. Let me
And
share the screen.
yes,
Yes.
I just want to say, Paulina, if you can just stop your camera during the presentation of Iris. You can have you can put your question. Don't hesitate to put your question on the system, and we will look at the question. Iris can answer after her presentation. After Paulina presentation, you can also ask your question. And then finally, at the end, I will be thrilled to answer all the elements you may need. Thank you very much. So I will shut my camera. Paulina, if you can shut your camera. Thank you, and Iris, it's a pleasure to welcome you.
Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to today's presentation. I'm Iris Eun from Asia Cosme Lab. We are a marketing agency based in Nanterre in France, specialized in Asian beauty trends, with teams dedicated to all over the Asian market, from China, Japan, to India, Southeast Asia, and me from Korea. I'm going to share with you today a quick presentation about the current trends in Korea with a brief introduction in the landscape, as well as the main beauty trends and the trending products right now. We'll be starting with a background and then moving on to the trends and the linked products, and with a conclusion at the end. So first, looking at the landscape. You have several directions you need to keep in mind when you are looking into the Korean market. So first, the Korean market is an innovation incubator, meaning that this market is seen as innovative because of its very great manufacturing power, driven by big OEMs such as Colmar, Cosmax, big names that produce for Korean local brands, but also for international brands. So these manufacturers are very active and really contributing to the dynamism of this market, positioning it as the real dynamic market all over Asia. So the leader in market and in innovation. But also what you need to keep in mind is that we don't talk about it that much when we think about K-beauty, but this is a market also which is very strong on derma science, meaning that many skincare products are targeting sensitive skin types with specific ingredients, and especially Korean beauty and Korean culture in general, historically speaking, has been very strong in the science of fermentation. in fermented ingredients that has been in the Korean beauty formulas for a very long time and coming back now. And also now very strong on microbiome claims and barrier function claims, which is really essential in skincare, in body care, and also in makeup. And what also you may know already from all the social media buzz is that Korea is one of the biggest markets for medical tourism, not only for plastic surgery, but really for the most important part is the what we call the treatments, the beauty treatments, which are non-invasive in the form of little injections, and especially what we call the skin boosters, which are injections that improve the skin condition and really different from the Botox and filler that we all know. So this really drives the whole skincare market as well, because consumers are looking for post-procedure care with soothing benefits or works in synergy with the procedure that they did in clinics. And also consumers that don't go to clinics are looking for effects of a clinical care effect at home with also ingredients that are taken from the procedures inspired from what professionals do, and also a big booming business of beauty devices that are used at home. And finally, what we call here the sense of communication. It's really now the positioning of K-beauty when you see it at a global scope. K-beauty now is really expanding to international markets, not only limited to local consumers. So it has been the first in the Asian market to be really a huge claim on vegan certifications as compared to Japan or China, for example, targeting really the international consumers using K-beauty products, and also having a very dynamic claim in terms of clean beauty, non-toxic ingredients, and as you know, for sure now, I think all the Instagrammable, very viral, eye-catching textures that makes K-beauty attractive to non-local consumers, and especially younger consumers who don't know about Asian beauty. And this really contributes to the growth of international influencers that are really experts in K-beauty and participate in the notoriety of this specific market. And also, what's very important in K-beauty is that there's this specific skin ideal that the consumers want to reach. And not only for makeup, but really for skincare as well. So there's these three factors, which is the tone, the skin tone, the texture, and the glow. So these three factors are the ones that are targeted in almost all the skincare products and being the main claim of them. So it's not only a bright and clear tone, meaning that it's not only a white skin tone, it's something that's bright, light reflecting, translucent. So the clarity is very important in this. And also something that's against the dull, rough skin grain and visible pigmentation. And also linked to this, we're looking for a smooth, firm texture, meaning that not only we want something that's light reflecting, but also something without pores and a refined, even toned skin, globally speaking. And also, the glow is something that you really cannot miss in K-beauty. We don't want a glow that's surface level, but something that's plumped with moisture that reflects a healthy skin condition, boosted with moisture that really comes from within. So that's something that really keep in mind when you approach K-beauty. And talking about glow, we're going to going into the first direction, which is the glow leader. So I was saying that the glow is not only surface level, something that just greasy looking at the surface. It's something that reflects the good moisturized skin condition. And the K-beauty also talks about strong moisture barrier. And we have many ways of describing the glow, but globally speaking, it would be a dewy glow and reflecting also a firm skin condition. So you can see that it's more of a global approach on skin quality not only about the glow, simply speaking. So we have three product examples here. For example, Anua, with the PGRN serum here that has been very viral on the market, that delivers a 3-second glow by plumping the skin with moisture. So that's something also to keep in mind in terms of very catchy claims in Korea. And Medicure with this very interesting texture with the collagen jelly cream. It's a jelly textured cream formulated with freeze-dried collagen that provides instant glow to the skin. And also with this laundry you solid mist, which is very interesting in texture, coming back now because the mist has been a bit slow previous years, but nowadays it's really coming back to really boost the skin with an instant glow. This one is a gel, soothing gel kind of texture in the packaging, but when you deliver the products, it comes out in a very fine watery mist. So that's also, that really shows the different ways you can play with the glow in terms of texture and in terms of gesture also when you apply it. And also, talking about the precise skincare routine of Korean beauty, the smart beauty is also something that's really important because in K-beauty, what's really crucial is the diversity of format and textures that makes the K-beauty layering possible, meaning that using different textures from watery to serum to cream to sheet mask to peel-off mask, you have various textures you can play with to really add a very sophisticated skincare routine to your skin and to obtain that K-beauty glow. And looking at Laneige here, the cream skin toner and gel moisturizer, this is a watery toner, but that concentrates the power, the hydrating power of a gel cream, which really have intensive penetration and cooling benefits as well. And as well as the Medicube wrapping mask here, which is a night care in the form of a gel that you apply before sleeping, but that helps your skin from sagging during the night. And when you peel off in the morning, it reveals a very glowy, moisturized skin underneath it. So this is also another gesture, another routine that's really typical to K-beauty. And also here, Biodance, the Biocollagen Real Deep Mask, has been a best-selling product in the market and viral in international consumers as well. This is a transformative collagen sheet mask that applies just like a gel mask. And then when you leave it on during several hours and even during the night, it becomes transparent, reflecting visibly how the product works on your skin, and which also shows the importance of visible efficacy for Korean consumers. And we were talking about the importance of clinical treatments in Korea, and this is reflected in the cosmetic field with medical inspired and slow beauty products, meaning that while Korea is not a big anti-aging care market compared to, for example, Japan or China, it is the first market for beauty treatments and injection fighting against signs of aging. And in the skincare field, we see that various skincare products are infused with ingredients inspired by cosmetic treatments, targeting consumers who want the efficacy of a professional care at home. And now also, the slow aging trend that has been present in the market is moving towards the longevity trend with specific ingredients, body ingredients that are formulated in the products. We see, for example, VT Cosmetic Riddle Shot, which is an essence formulated with micro needles, with speakers in which are inspired from the clinical MTS, the micro needling procedure that boosts the absorption of actives into your skin. Medicube here with the PGRN and inspired by the Buzzy PDRN skin boosting injections, and Numbuzin, which is a mass product but still inscribed in the longevity care trend with the MNN essence. So at the same time infused with MNN, the longevity ingredient, and inspired by the thread lifting treatments because it has a very stretchy thread-like texture. And also, what we were saying previously is that the Korean ideal skin is bright, even toned, and smooth at the surface. So And this is made possible because, as I said, the dynamic manufacturing field over there allows a variety of textures and formats in the market. And many Korean consumers apply UV care on a daily basis, which is not the case for all Asian consumers. So this is really important to note. And this means that they also invest a lot of money in UV care and brightening care. And brands are forced to really bring innovation at every season. And you can see I've presented several examples here. For example, for Innisfree, the vitamin C green tea enzyme brightening serum is a brightening serum formulated with vitamin C capsules, so visible capsules in the transparent texture, and with green tea enzyme that will not only brighten the skin with vitamin C, but also have a peeling, smoothing effect with enzymes. So have a really and contribute to create a very smooth, light reflecting skin, just like the beauty ideal. As well as Etude here, we have an anti-photo aging, very watery, lightweight UV that you can apply very easily. And Gahi, which has been a huge buzz in the market, with the Airy Fit Sunstick, which is a lightweight matte finish sunstick that feels very airy, and you can even not feel it on your skin. And it comes in a very small portable AirPods-like format that's really easy to carry, easy to reapply during the day. So you can see that applying sunscreen gets easier for consumers because of this variety of formats. So I am done with this very quick yet condensed view on the Korean market. We'll see later if you have any questions, but thank you for following.
Thank you very much, Iris, for this presentation of all the innovation and very interesting new products that are launched in Korea as a very interesting way to think about beauty, to think about skincare, and with also the Gen generation. So it's very interesting to see how they deal with the beauty market. If you have questions, you can. I will see. There is no specific question. You can also wait until the end of the webinar, and we can answer your question at the end. Thank you very much, Iris. The presentation. This presentation today will be available on the link. We will share with you the link after the webinar, and you will be also able to see the replay of the webinar. So now I welcome Paulina from GBA Group Cosmetics, and welcome Paulina, and I let you the same.
We start about some information about the GBA group that GBA Polska is the part of. So GBA group is present in several countries around the world. Thanks to this, our clients gain access to global know-how and the latest technological solutions. Is it worth working with a partner who provides international background and reputation? Definitely yes. What makes GBA Group stand out? Over 60 locations in 14 countries, international quality and safety standards, strong technological background and know-how, and broad expertise, pharmaceuticals, environment, food, and of course, cosmetics. And what about GBA Polska Cosmetic Department? GBA Polska is an experienced laboratory specializing in cosmetic research. We provide comprehensive research services from application to instrumental studies, also dermatological, physicochemical, and solar tests. We are the team that knows the market needs and can transform testing results into marketing claims. A few words of introduction. Why testing of lip care products? The lips are of great importance of the perception of beauty. The appearance of the lips in part determines the attractiveness of a person's face. Fuller lips are perceived as attractive in females. Recently, we have observed a dynamic increase in interest in lip products, especially those with a plumping effect. In South Korea, a trendsetter in the world of cosmetics, lip care is not only about aesthetic but also advanced care. And as we know, the world follows Korean trends in skincare. Customers are looking for products that subtly enlarge the lips and at the same time take care of their condition. Is your brand ready to respond to these global trends? Fashionable lips. The trend glass skin has continued on the lips. Naturally moisturized and subtly emphasized popularity of lip plumper products, oils and lip mask, cosmetics with the volume and care effect, enlargement and care at the same time. Long-lasting formulas and growing popularity on lip skincare, not only skincare. And of course, remember about tech beauty and clean beauty. The shape, proportions, and fullness of the lips are related to the overall beauty and attractiveness of the face. Lip plumping, due to personal preference or to reverse natural aging, has become a standard procedure to improve the volume or proportions of the lips. There are several options for redefining the lips. To objectively evaluate the improvement during the studies, proven methods are needed. Until now, the lips have been primarily assessed using a scale, for example, 5-point photonumeric scale. Do you or your customers accept visible effect? Our answer is 3D measurement using a Primos, which allows this effect to be shown in numbers and images. But what is a Primos? Primos is an advanced optical tool for 3D analysis on the skin surface. It is fully non-invasive and extremely precise. It is an optical method that enables precise measurements of volume, surface, topography of the examined zone. How is done? First, optical imaging. The Primos projects a pattern like parallel lines onto the skin and capture it with a high-resolution camera. Next, 3D reconstruction. The camera captures the slight distortions in the projected pattern caused by the skin surface irregularities, like wrinkles. These distortions are then used to create a 3D model of the skin. And at the end, time for measurement. The system can then precisely measure parameters such as wrinkle depth, roughness, volume, and surface area. What is the measurement of lip volume? In this study, we are not interested in the initial or final value, but the differences between them. Primos show exactly how much the volume of the lips has changed in cubic centimeters. After this study, you could say, my product increased lip volume by an average of 0.15 cubic centimeters. And there will be photo too. Check out the examples. The first one and the second. Why is it worth it? Our method is not only precise, but also provides an understandable presentation of the results. The measurement is fast, non-contact, and easy to repeat. By investing in professional measurements, you strengthen the position of your product, and objective data builds credibility and competitive advantage. To sum up, lip volume measurement is a tool that provides real value in cosmetic effectiveness research. What will your products gain if you add specific, reliable numbers to its descriptions? I invite you to cooperate, and I will be happy to answer your questions. Thank you for your attention. I encourage you to contact our team. We will be happy to tell more about our studies and propose solutions that tailored to your need. Maybe this is the beginning to our cooperation. Thank you.
Thank you, Paulina, for your presentation. I will check if there are some questions. There is a question from Veronica and asking what are time points before and after measurement with Primos? What do you advise?
Every measurement points in our study are before starting using the product and next after using the product, and depend of the study. The time of the using of the products could be, for example, regularly after a few days, few weeks, or after one using the product to show this plumping effect just after the using of the product. Yes, and for example, the next time point could be after some hours to show how long the products last on our lips.
Thank you very much. There is a complementary question. Based on your experience, do you think is it possible to capture an effect after 15 minutes?
Yes, of course, tak. Yes, of course, it's a good idea to show, for example, this just after application the product, the effect of the plumping. For example, some products that contains ingredients that shows that these lips are more plumped because, for example, of chili extract. Yes, that act on our lips with some this hot effect, and also because of this hot effect with this plumping effect. So it's just after application.
And one more question. When you analyze the lips evolution with the Primos, it gives information about the depth. And what about the volume? How you define the analyze of the volume by the Primos?
Using the Primos in lip study, we focus on volume parameter. But of course, we could use Primos for another studies, for another analysis. For example, for face creams with some anti-wrinkle effect, with anti-aging effect. And in this case of study, we focus on wrinkle depth and the surface of the measurement area. But during lip study, we use only volume parameter to assess the effect of plumping the lips.
Thank you very much, Paulina. There is another question regarding the regulation. Maybe I will answer the question is what are the main differences in testing for claim substantiation between Korean regulation and EU regulation. EU regulation is based for efficacy effect substantiation is based on the 6 common criteria with the European regulation from 2009 that has been agreed and in 2013. So you have the choice of the method in Europe. You have the choice of the protocols. You just have to do reliable and scientific-based studies. That means that the results mean something for the consumer and for the scientific regulation controller. And in Korea, I'm not a specialist of regulation, so you may ask for each claim what is really specific for Korea. But in general, for Korea, you have functional products like slimming, like anti-aging, that needs a specific report to be agreed by the Korean government, and all the information about this regulation for Korean functional products is available. You can consult what are the protocols, even for a specific study like anti-aging. The Korean FDA suggest some instrumentation to evaluate some effects. So you may confirm for all claims what you should do if you need to do a specific study, mainly done in Korea, to substantiate your product on the to be in accordance with the Korean regulation for your product. Okay, thank you. So now I think it's done the key beauty trends and the key testing trends. So in Korea, we found clinical testing with the company OATC Inc., Korean Dermatology Research Institute, and P&K, ELID, GBA, REACH 24 for regulation, and regarding instrumentation, Kazaka and Intech, it's a distributor adjunct for main European instrumentation for Korea. And I have the chance to visit Korean CROs, and last year I visited Dermapro, ELID, KDS, P&K, and MariDM, and this year I had the chance to visit Dermapro again, ELID again, and IEC Korea for the first time. It was very, very interesting to better understand what are the main points of the implementation of protocols in Korea. So this is a big matrix corresponding to my personal opinion of the context of the Korean beauty market influencing the testing. So it has a little bit changed, and if you attend last year webinar, you see now there are new arrows here representing the evolution. But I think how it evolved from last year to this year. So life change, we will start with things that are not evolved. I think that life changes did not have evolved between last year and this year, and skin physiology focus neither, and regulation constraint it's still the same, and very important. I just modified the size of the circle because I think it represents something regular in Korea, but compared to other territories such as South America or India, it is important. Beauty cultural there is no big evolution compared to last year, but it's still important, like the life change. And what it's new since the beginning of the year, I add the economical and politics environment that affects really since the new US administration since February 2025. US tariff really redefine the business, the relation, the deal in Indonesia. And we saw that Korea, China, and Japan are now evolving to have a specific agreement of business and trade. So economical and politics elements are really fundamental. We saw also last year a decrease of the consumption in the Chinese market that influenced also a lot the Korean market, because China is very close and they have a Korean beauty is important exporter in China. But so it's my summary of the context of the Korean beauty market. What are the key numbers? What can we say? First, as I said here, it's amazing how K-beauty is spreading around the world, from all the countries, from all the territories. Even in Brazil, you find Korean cosmetics, skincare, in US, or everywhere. It's amazing. So the total market revenue is 2 million in 23, and the South Korean people spend $493 per year. So it's when we see comparing in to US, it's really less than US, but it's a good consumption in Asia. And what you see here, it's exportation in cosmetics globally. And for these key figures, I really want to thank the K Beauty Science magazine that edited a very special dossier about all the key figures. So I really read this magazine with a lot of interest. It was published in English last year in November, and it gives really key figures to better understand the Korean beauty market. So exportation in cosmetics globally in the world, France is number 1. Then you see USA is second, Germany is third, and South Korea is fourth. So comparing USA, which is a big country, like comparing to Germany and Korea, Korea is a real actor of this market. Then we see that for the claim, what are the most production of products in Korea, thanks to K-Beauty Science figure. The first one is multifunctional. The second one is anti-wrinkle. Then you have UV and whitening. What is also important is the production per cosmetics type is skincare 55, toiletries 13, and colors 15. And it means that, on my opinion, colors is not that big, but because Korean people are really a fan of makeup, and so they import quite a lot. What are the key insights of the Korean beauty? You may know the main 10 beauty brands. The two biggest group in Korea is Amore Pacific and LG company. And it's interesting to see that the influence, the power of these two big groups is decreasing year after year. So it means that on the Korean beauty indie brand, as Iris told you a few minutes ago, is very important. How we can see the Korean consumer expectations. They look really for good quality and rational price. We see new collaboration that they really like co-branding. And we see now in Korea a new co-branding from shops, very low-cost shop. They are introducing beauty care at a low price, and they have defined new collaboration with many brands. So it answered this Korean consumer expectation about good quality and rational price. We find a very small products, quantity of products, not anymore 100 grams, but more 30 grams. They look for efficacy and safety, of course, well-being. They use skincare supplements, and they are looking into the sleep and circadian rhythm alignment. They look for proven benefits, and as I said, multifunctional skincare solution. Also, green beauty is important, and natural and DIY makeup looks, and personalized cosmetics, as the home diagnostic, the AI is very important for them. So here it's a definition of what functional cosmetics mean for Korean, South Korean people, for whiten the skin wrinkles, protect it from UV, hair color, and nourish their hair when it's related to hair products, and concern also dryness and keratinization. This is per continent a view of what testing trends are important and about the claims. So this presentation will be available. So I will go more faster. This is the context of Korean beauty in terms of politically, economically, technologically. We talked about that before, but I just want to make a focus on the CROs. The CROs in Korea, there are more than 50. You can find that easily on the testing platform of Skinobs, just selecting the menu country, Asia, South Korea, and you will see that there are more than 50 CROs dedicated to preclinical testing sometimes and clinical testing. So it's a lot, and it's the biggest amount of CRO in the world in a country. And this can be really explained, but by this historical way to need substantiation for all the claim and this need of the KFDA report. So I think it's a main point regarding the CRO. The market is really influenced by social media and Korea and digitalization. I would say that regarding the OEM and the ODM industry in Korea, this key factor and this key success factor is linked to the rapidity, and the digitalization. The Korean industry of beauty is really powerful in terms of rapidity and digitalization for all the supply chain. What you find in the testing platform of Skinobs for South Korea, you find for preclinical assays 21 providers answering 95 claims, and for clinical evaluations 33 providers and for 202 claims. What is why I say 50? There are 50 and we have listed 33. It means that in the platform, on the map, you find 50, but 33 means that we receive information from 33 CROs, and we know exactly what they do. If we don't know what they do, we just put them in the map, but no list of specific testing. I will focus on rejuvenation, longevity, and pigmentation and hair growth. I will go quite rather fast for the method, because you can find that easily on Skinobs, and don't hesitate to use the chat on Skinobs or send me directly your question if you don't find something. Rejuvenation. So IEC Korea, ELID, and Korea Institute of Dermatological Science are partner of Skinobs since many years, and you find answer for that. Anti-aging is shifting to well-aging, like everywhere in the world, and for this longevity part, often skin products combine firming, antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and there are related interests about ingredients for anti-inflammatory. This is a small approach, a quick approach of how you can evaluate mechanical properties with many instruments. What are for radiance? So radiance and completion, it's really the first claim in Korea, and I think if we look in the world, the glowing and radiance and complexion, it's the Korea is really the ambassador of this claim. We find on Skinobs 55 solutions, and globally 143 providers, and for depigmenting 68. I don't know if you know that for skin gloss analysis, you can find specific instrumentation. Of course, you can measure the color using colorimeter, chromometer, and or also use other camera, 2D or 3D camera to study the skin surface and measure the color. But this is really interesting to know that there are specific instrumentation to follow the radiance and completion. And you have the Goniolux, you have the Samba Face for Botanova, you have the Transluderm, the Antera 3D, it's more for linked to the measurement of the surface, and the glossimeter. This is about the overall analysis, if you like to see globally the complexion. And here it's other instruments to study the skin surface. Finally, regarding hair growth and skinification, I've made a big last topic regarding hair. Hair for in Korea, it's hair growth, anti-hair loss, and skinification. Skinification, it's like everywhere in the world, in South America or North America or in Europe. And skin barrier and barrier repair for sensitive skin is important, and for scalp also. For hair growth, I want to highlight the solution of ELID, which I found really interesting. They developed this technique. It's an in vitro technology. They developed this more than 2 years ago, and it's a micro partnering of 3D human hair follicle, and you can really study the effect of your ingredients or your products, finished products on the for hair growth, and it's very interesting. And for Korean Institute and of Dermatological Science, they offer also at LA phototrichogram and in vivo storage. And for hair density, it's over 12 weeks with via phototrichogram. For hair growth, you find 28 solutions globally on the platform, on anti-hair loss, and 32 solutions. I thank you very much for your attention, and thank you very much, GBA, to be part with us as co-exhibitor. I want also to thank Intech and Mr. Chuli, who was co-exhibiting with us at In Cosmetics, and was a real very nice support for Skinobs during this event and during the visit of the CROs. Our next webinar is after IFSCC Cannes in September. We will have a booth also at the IFSCC Cannes, and next event are we will present at Cosmetorium, in Cosmetics Asia, HPC India, and Cosmetotest. Thank you very much for your attention. I'm looking forward to receiving your question. Maybe Iris and Paulina, you can come back with me. I will check if we have a question. I don't see a specific question. Maybe I have a question for you, Iris.
Yes.
What do you think about the evolution of the Korean market in the next month or next month, related to this economical point of view? Do you have some information how you see the evolution?
You mean in regards to the international expansion?
Yes.
Yes. Well, I think it's difficult to exactly measure how it's going to evolve, because as you explained, it's really a big change now for the market. So I think brands and companies in general are not ready yet. And also, what's to keep in mind is that you may have seen on various press articles or social media, but K-beauty, especially in the US, has been growing because of the sun care market. But most of the products were not FDA approved. And earlier this year, many big brands such as Beauty of Joseon, Skin 1004, and others have been changing, reformulating their products in order to be FDA compliant and to be sold in major retailers such as Ulta, Sephora US. And they have been getting negative feedbacks from previous users, because now the formula is not the same in terms of sunscreen filters and the textures. So
yes.
This also adds to the complicated economic situation, because the FDA certifications is also something to keep in mind for beauty brands when they plan an international expansion, going out of the classic Amazon distribution into the real big distributors, international ones. So I think it's going to be challenging for beauty brands. Of course, locally speaking, it's going to continue to be dynamic, but thinking about an international expansion, I think it's not going to be as easy as it has been in the previous years, especially last year. So the consumers are ready, but to sell internationally, it's going to be tricky.
Yeah, I thank you for your answer, Iris. Yes, I want also to precise. I did not speak about sun care testing, and I've learned several things. And you know, in Korea, to validate sun care products, you can't use in vitro testing.
Mhm.
You have to do a test in vivo. And in vivo, it's UVB and it's quite long. And now, since last December, there is the new ISO. There are two new ISO HDRS methods that have been. It's guidelines by ISO. And as far as I know, Korea FDA did not agree this new method, even the HDRS in vivo did not agree this new method to validate sun care. And they still don't validate the in vitro, even the double plate HDRS. And as you said, if Korean Korean brand wants to sell in US, they have to follow the US regulation. And the US regulation for sun care, it's amazing. They want to change things, but they just agree 2 filters. So it's really difficult, because the products are you can't have a nice texture, a very effective sun care if you follow the FDA. That's amazing.
Yeah,
So,
yes, definitely.
So the people need, the brands need to develop specific products for US, and I think big groups can do it. And as you say, a big OEM can do it, like Cosma, Cosmax, and Colmar. But definitively, I will say that the indie brands will stay in the Asian market, and I will be very interesting to see how the things are evolving in Asia, considering the Indonesian evolution. I met different people during the show from Malaysia, from Indonesia, and it seems that the Indonesian market is the new place to be for beauty. So we will see that in the next months to how it will evolve.
Yes.
Thank you very much for your participation. I think there is no other question. Thank you for Paulina for being with us. Thank you, Iris, and it was very interesting for us to be there and give your insight about the Korean beauty market. You will find all the information, and we will send to the participants all the dedicated links to follow this webinar, and we keep in touch. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Have a good evening for Korean people, and have a good day for European ones. Thank you. Bye-bye.